Apagabo. Ancestries and heritages. Ah, yeah, nothing seems to have happened to the
Yeah,
Kanzi.
I don't think Ganzu's changed, which is kind of a relief, to be honest. One less thing
Yeah.
I have to worry about.
It might change in the next player court, but like that's half a year away. We have
Yeah,
time.
that's still a little while away.
We have time for Croux to die.
Um. Alright, so since you guys are here and Carhast will probably be arriving a little bit later, who would want to do recap for today? Because I guess some stuff happened, not much happened, I don't know.
Last time, Croux almost got kidnapped.
You don't know that.
I guess
I
you
found
had
a
to do
very.
some stalkers.
I mean, here's what we know for sure happened last time. We nearly got found. Like the
That would've been
hideout, we
fine.
got found. Oh, I believe in Crew's abilities. Had they been found, he might have been able to come out if they underestimated him because he's one person. And then what?
But here, just for real recap stuff, yeah, we went on nature hunt.
Cumaenos went around befriending several of the nature spirits in and around the city.
By offering them a golden apple.
And seeds.
And some seeds.
This will totally
a
have
third
very
and-
much consequences in the future.
A third and a seed each, if I remember correctly, leaving Cumaenos with a single seed remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Eat it. Become seed.
Oh yeah, and then while you guys were out visiting Nissa for like the second time that day or third time.
Third
that day.
time.
Third time.
Second time for most of us, third or fourth time for Cumaenos.
Yeah, you guys ran into some goons of the Ace of Diamonds.
We shook him by ass transforming into a hot girl.
Hot girl, yep.
I forgot that happened.
I wish I forgot that happened.
Me too. I wish I forgot that happened.
Anyway, I guess you guys retrieved Croux at the safe house before you guys came over here?
We did, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember the session ending with
We
Crew basically
retrieved.
keeping an eye on the cameras, being like, "Alright, the person passed. He should be all the way on the other side of the block right now." And
Playing FNAF at
Well,
home.
yeah,
Alrighty, so I'm
playing
gonna
FNAF with risk of the actual jump scares.
Alright, I'm gonna unpause. You guys are free to move around. Although, you're probably not at the gates. You're probably more like in the grounds. They're like parked somewhere. I'll just move you. Hang on.
Oh wait, it suddenly became bright.
Yeah, I have to change that.
Yep, we waited for we spent so long recapping that it became daytime. Also, I'm just gonna be fully honest. I saw that horse from far away, and I thought it was just that dinosaur with like the bald head.
Horses are big.
Yeah, I know they are, but that patch of hair on the top made me think it looked like God, the dinosaur that fucking Rampardos is based off of.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, you guys drive into the driveway of the ranch and park the car, and
While we're driving,
yeah.
just can I make some sort of check to like basically check behind the car, see if there's any cars like following us?
Sure.
Well, we
that
took
will be...
we took a different car, but you know.
We did.
Oh yeah, you
but
took.
it
Yeah,
nev-
you did
it
take
never,
a different car.
There's not. I'm not paying anything to check.
Yeah, go ahead. Perception check, please.
Alright, roll for crew and for mates.
We took Waylon's dinky van. And Trey, if it was sports cars, that's on a wine list.
Police are searching for a driver that left the scene of a crash which caused
Oh, that's me.
to be closed for several hours.
Yeah, that's enough. You don't notice that you're being followed at all, as far as you can tell. It's a big open stretch of road. There are some cars that, follow behind you at a distance, but they seem to be just normal traffic, as best you can tell. Because when you turn into the ranch, they continue on their way down the road.
Yeah, I think even knowing that we should be safe in this car because it is new. Croux, just effectively watching through the rear view, through the back window, like the whole time.
Did the car have a smell to it? Smell like animals?
Nah, it's just a normal car.
Good.
Oh wait, where's Peace? I believe we picked her up too.
No, Peace is still out.
I thought this was left at like night. Peace would return to.
Oh, actually, when did you guys leave? You left the house at like.
We left like right when it was turning dark.
Yeah, no, Peace would have gotten back at this point, so hang on, let me drop your raven on you.
Big bird.
Big birb.
Big birb. Oh no. They're gonna hear the birb.
There you go.
Hi guys, ignore the safety and talking bird. We have bigger worries to talk about.
This isn't the biggest red flag.
I can only imagine Ash's like dating profile now after that.
This isn't the biggest red flag.
Accidentally made my raven Sapien after only having it for a few hours.
Alright, so you guys pull up into the ranch. You're not stopped or anything, but you managed to find a spot to park, and yeah, you just step out into the vast open estate grounds. You don't really see anybody. You see, what's it? You can see Desiree in the corral, I guess? Yeah. Tending to a horse. And then Vivian and Borson are just watching from the fence. You don't know where the other two are.
Sorry to ask so many questions. But any of us, I assume one of us would have like texted her that we're gonna be going here, right?
I don't text and drive.
Long enough drive. Yeah, that's why I said one of us. So let's do include the driver.
Ash is the one that has their phone number.
Yeah,
Don't
Ash
we
has
all?
their number.
Oh no, I think Crew only has one of them. Damn.
Only one of the girls.
Wow.
And if you still do have some holiday shopping to do,
That's kind of hilarious. Like, from this door, I can't see anything. 'Cause it's all black.
Hang on. I don't think I adjusted the wall here in a second. Oh, oops.
Pitch black.
It's a void wall.
There we go. you should be able to see now.
they decided to
Yeah.
have these.
I'll walk up to the fence line.
Do you say anything at all?
Hey.
Desiree turns around from tending to the horse. Just hang on. Oh, back already? Weren't you just here this morning?
Yeah, we seem to have gotten ourselves in a situation. Again.
Blank stare. You see Desiree frown a little and sigh, but she doesn't seem too surprised at all in the slightest. Oh boy, okay, what is it this time?
Oh. You see, other than being followed by the other suit, we have another one on our hands. A lot more. What's the right word for this? Serious? In our current threat?
Still stares. Okay, you realize that tells me nothing, right?
Basically, we're being followed.
I don't think that's the right word.
Stalked.
That's more like the right word.
Yeah, that seems to actually provide enough of an adequate explanation. She seems to understand. Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, you're being followed. You need somewhere to hole up for a bit? Is that what you're asking?
Essentially.
Yeah, basically.
She wanders away from the horse that actually stand in front of you. The horse just
Mate waves at the
decides to
horse.
graze. Horse just, grazes while it's unattended, wanders away.
Does the Raven speak at all during this?
No, the raven is surprisingly quiet, very well behaved. It knows not to talk in front of people it shouldn't.
Oh yeah, that Ash did tell it that.
Yeah. So, Desiree will look at all of you, thinking. Well, the girls are staying at my place for a while too after, she stares pointedly at all of you.
Yes. We get it.
But
Sorry.
because the ranch is kind of huge, we should have some extra space. Like I was telling Ash earlier, we usually take on school groups for overnight trips and stuff. Week-long retreats and like that. Horse camps during the summer, so we have a lot of space.
Oh, well, that's very convenient.
Is it like a little dormitory?
She nods and then points to one of the many cabins lining the dirt-lined path on the grounds. Oh yeah, we got a bunch. The girls are staying in the house with me, but I hope you guys don't mind staying in one of the cabins. Might have been a bit since we've cleaned up in there. We haven't had any groups staying over in a while. It's not in season right now.
No worries.
No worries, I can assure you I'm no stranger to sleeping in less than clean conditions, and he just pats mate, implying, I fall asleep while working on this guy.
Mate beeps and boops happily at you.
Ah shit, speaking of which, how long has it been since we've run a diagnostic?
Beep boop.
Gonna have to take care of that tonight.
Do you say that out loud or are you just mumbling to yourself?
Out loud, but to himself. Through his not the kind of person to keep his thoughts in his head.
Okay. So yeah, because you're like 15 feet away, I don't think Desiree would be able to hear you. Anyway, Desiree glances between all of you. So, do you guys have all your belongings that you need, or do you need to go get that? Because if you're all set, I can show you where you'd be staying.
I think we're all set.
We're all
We won't be
set.
staying long.
Oh, depending on how long. Is there like a small, how large is the, portable workshop again? It's like,
It's
9 by 9.
Not 9 by 9.
do you have like,
Well, not 3x3, but yeah, that's what I meant.
3 by 3, so that's it. Do you have like a 20, do you have like a, what's that, 15 times 15, that's,
Yeah, it'd be 15 by 15 foot.
let's see, that's 150, that's 15, 34, 5, 6, 150 plus 225. Do you have like a 225 square foot area I can borrow? That's just empty.
Desiree tilts her head to one side.
Oddly specific.
Yeah, that's oddly specific, but she glances around the ranch. We have plenty of space. Hang on, let me look.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of space. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of big open areas around the cabin and just the ranch in general that you can set your workshop up in.
Yeah,
You know,
probably.
you have your pick of
Yeah,
the
Croux-
litter.
Yeah, Crew's just gonna pick some spot that's like far away from where people are gonna be asleep. Cause, working with typically explosives, guns, and only, to be honest, rarely coding, that's not gonna be quiet. So yeah, just wherever the furthest away spot is, he's just gonna go to the middle and private workshop.
Desiree will nod to the horse. Well, if you'll just give me a minute, I'll put this guy away and I'll show you to your accommodations.
Sounds good.
The furthest away spot. Yeah.
Desiree will retrieve the horse and then go into the barn.
I don't think that's chocolate.
Here. No, that might wake up the animals. Probably here is better.
Put it like in more next to the wall.
Alexa, turn off TV.
I feel like I'm playing Stardew Valley right now. right now.
What do you mean by that?
Because
Anyway,
this is
the
a big
horse.
ranch.
There, 3 by 3 square. Made.
Wait, where'd you put the square?
All
The,
the way
like,
in the
bottom left.
'Cause that,
Oh, bottom left.
that's
Oh,
the-
in the field.
that's the furthest away from the people who are going to be sleeping, the animals who are going to be sleeping.
You're also right next to the road.
There's a little wall.
Listen, I'm sure there's space off the map. I can't see it. So, this is the representation of as far away as possible.
Better hope that nothing bad happens. Ooh.
You can scream.
Menace.
Mate has a microphone. Or a loudspeaker, rather.
Anyway, so
Mate,
Desiree,
play helped by whatever fucking band it is that made that song.
that's the Beatles. Help, it's the Beatles. Oh,
Mate, play the first 3 seconds of Help by the Beatles on repeat.
anyway, Desiree disappears for a couple of minutes while she stables the horse, and you see her emerge from the north side? Yeah, the north side of the barn over here. And she waves to you from across the fence.
We coming.
And on your way to where Desiree is standing, you see Vivian and Borson wander by you along the path, and they wave to you cordially
Wait.
on their way back to the house.
Polite way from Croux and excited way from Nate. And something I'm gonna mention because I'm not sure if there's a range. Croux still has access to the cameras on the house.
Does he?
I mean, I
They
I
wouldn't have a
assume-
range.
Yeah. So, yeah, I believe Croux still has access to the cameras to there and the industrial district. Then,
Yeah, you still do. You can look at those whenever you like.
yep.
Anyway, Desiree waves you over and then leads you down the path towards a cabin over up here.
So these are the dorms, huh?
Oh yeah, one of them at least. This is probably one of the older dorms, but we've tried to keep them updated and clean. So you should have things like internet, Wi-Fi, cable, satellite, things like that. All the usual hookups. You have running water, showers, etc. Should be pretty comfortable.
Already sounding pretty comfortable compared to, yeah.
Yeah. Incredibly, yeah. Just looking around, and because I think this whole time we've been staying in the safe house, Croux didn't sleep in a bed.
No.
He has,
Well, there weren't enough beds anyways.
yeah, but he basically always fell asleep at the workshop, only like once on the couch.
And then you throw him off of it.
Raven
No,
indoors.
No, you threw him off the living room couch. I think he fell asleep in the library couch.
Oh, right.
You know, after giving Phoe some ideas. Phoe is in the Phoe that we are talking to now, not Phoe as in Phoenicia, is in the character. As in the Sinclair.
Yeah, I think it's easier if you just refer to her as like Miss Sinclair or Lady Sinclair for the sake of clarity.
What do you mean? I clarified it pretty easily right there. Pretty
But
succinct, too.
yeah, Desiree waves to your accommodations. They're pretty spacious, quite honestly. There's like how many beds? There's enough room to house at least 6 people in this one cabin. Has a TV, fireplace. It's pretty cozy. And then
People perfect. Mate gets his own bed.
And then you have bathroom facilities to one side. It's pretty rustic looking, but it's still done up kind of modern. So you have like your plugins and everything. You're not really wanting for anything. And you have like an actual lounge space in the middle too. So pretty nice.
This reminds me of camp.
I mean, it kind of is. Desiree makes a face.
From back home. It's a nostalgic feeling.
Well, we do try. People really love the nostalgic vibe here. It's kind of why we get a lot of bookings. Anyway, the beds should be made up. Sheets should be fresh, and if you need any place to store your things, there's plenty of storage space. You do have a lounge in here, but if you want to relax anywhere else, we have a library in the house and then an upstairs lounge too, which is where the girls like to hang out. And if you need any extra workspace or anything like that, or need to make use of electronics that are a little more advanced than what we've got in here, well, we've got an office where you can do that if you like.
Yeah, I think I'll refrain from going in there for now. I feel like I'm gonna get slapped if I go in there again.
Oh, you mean Summer? I mean, she should be in a better mood now. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm not willing to take the chance right now anyways.
Hopefully, I wasn't even in line of sight, and I could still feel the dagger she was shooting at Doc.
Well, I mean, the ranch grounds are pretty big. I'm probably not as likely to run into her, but you never know.
Yeah.
Let's hope that you've worked on your politeness since then, Doc.
It's been a few hours.
Yeah, and so much has happened. He has met 2 nature spirits since then. Not 1, not 3, but 2 new ones.
I got slapped
Actually,
by a
no,
water
technically
wisp.
3 if we include the water wisp.
That counts, right?
The one that pollution.
Yes.
Doc is just very slappable.
I
think it's
yeah,
the
that's what
face.
happens when you finally reveal your face after wearing a mask for years. Even if that's not his face. Oh yeah, also,
He has lost
Made
his
it, though.
sociability. He means he's more sociable now, right?
Nate is
Okay.
just lightly swinging in one of the
The
hammocks
hammocks.
here.
Surprised you didn't tear a hole through it.
He's all curled up. He's full ball right now. The pokey legs that would definitely not be good for, that are horrible for any furniture, are retracted. Actually, wait, I forgot how they get dealt with. Croux already like putting a little cork on, like cork toppers on each of the legs. That's how the pokiness is dealt with in places where stabbing is not good.
Oh yeah, Ash, is it alright for that Raven to free roam in here? You should probably clarify that.
Purify. Oh,
This isn't your place.
right. Please don't touch anything. We don't steal anything.
Peace goes, "What?" And actually, Peace goes, "What?" Okay, no stealing. And he says this. He says this in common, and Desiree
Yeah,
just stares
hearing the
blankly.
Who's just gonna stare at Peace and then slowly, like, fearfully turn his gaze to Desiree, hearing common.
Stares at Raven. Oh, when did you get that thing? It's really cute.
I got it in that tree out there before I left.
And it knows how to talk? Wow, you work fast.
Yeah. It was an event.
Desiree smiles brightly, completely unaware anything might be amiss. Wow, it's just as like I thought. You really are natural at this.
Earlier, he also went to the vet to pick up some animal supplies. So, yeah.
Oh, you mean
He must really care for this Raven.
Oh, you mean from Waylon? Is it? Yeah, we
Yeah,
get a lot
him.
of our supplies from him too. Pretty knowledgeable guy, I must say.
I've known him for a while too.
Oh yeah? How long?
Like, a few years.
Yeah, he's a great guy, right? Very good with animals.
Yeah. Just some of the animals he keeps unnerve me.
Talking about
Oh,
the cat.
You're not a huge fan of animals? Not an animal lover, are you?
I'm okay with animals, just some are different.
Oh, okay. I think I get it. Kind of.
He has a weird cat.
It was a cat.
Oh, you mean Ripley? You think she's
Yeah.
weird? I don't know. I think she's cute. What's wrong with the cuddly, fluffy cat?
There's something off about it. Every time meows, I have a really bad urge to pet it. That's abnormal. It must be.
I think it's just a cute cat.
Desiree frowns for a minute. Well, I mean, it is kind of an unusual breed for Sheridan, especially here in Texada. I think the breed of cat he's got is a glay cat or something. Bred for Arctic temperatures or cold weather. Seems weird to have that kind of cat here, but Ripley doesn't seem to be suffering, so I guess it's okay.
I've asked him about it before, and he just says that it's normal. He won't even tell me where he got it. I'm very curious, though. Someday I'll know the true answer.
I don't know. Waylon's a vet. He probably picks up strays from everywhere. That's not unusual.
Yeah.
I know somebody with the same tendencies.
What does that mean?
So it's a joke to myself.
Oh, okay. Anyway, you guys are free to pick whichever bunks you like. If you ever get hungry, well, you're always free to come up to the house for a bite to eat. Usually we have dinner ready about 7 o'clock in the evening, and breakfast is about 7 or 8 in the morning. But you guys can come and go whenever you like. The house is pretty much free roam to you while you're guests here. We don't have any other people booked, at least for a while. So stay however long you like, no charge.
Nice.
The only places that you're not really allowed to free roam are some of the rooms upstairs. That's where I live.
Noted.
Understandable.
Anyway, is there anything else that you guys needed?
Another question about storage. If we were to bring a big cargo truck here, would it be okay to hide it behind the house?
Desiree seems a little apprehensive about that.
I wonder why.
Make me a diplomacy check.
Oh no.
Yay. Diplomacy plus
wonder if
4.
I can-
Let's go.
Actually, yeah, that's really low.
That's a natural one.
You guys gave yourselves hero point. You guys gave yourselves hero
11.
points, sir.
That's not much better.
It's not much better.
1.
I have better diplomacy than you.
I wonder, have I done this today?
That's a Phoe question right there.
I don't think you used it today, no.
I really don't. I don't like using this on diplomacy. I want that stated. I want that stated out loud. If we're said no, we're either gonna have to spend a long time trying to find a place nearby to store it secretly, or we try to hide it from her. I don't like either of those options. I'll
Yeah.
happily take the stack of cosmic misfortune. I have like 2 now, I think.
Can I use the puppy dog eyes?
I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, she doesn't seem very convinced by you, Ash. She seems very hesitant.
See if I can find a way to
I don't know.
positive cosmic misfortune. Here, campaign notes.
I know it's vast a lot of y'all, but this is very important.
Hmm.
Uh,
So, Ash, Desiree stares at you for a while. She seems to be on the fence, but at your very, very earnest pleading, I guess, she seems to eventually relent, sighs to herself, and she doesn't seem too upset about it. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna ask too many questions, but she places her hands on her hips, leans forward, and stares down, or yeah, kind of stares you down, Ash. You owe me, okay?
Indeed. I am very thankful.
Nods to herself. Okay. Alright, whatever you need to do, you just go ahead and do it. Just as long as it's not going to cause any damage to the ranch or, bring any backlash onto me and my family. You know the drill. Because we do have a respectable business that we're trying to keep up here, And you see a look of dread pass over her face, and she seems to shrink a little bit. I don't know what my parents would do if our ratings went down. We'd lose so much business.
I'll make sure to not bring any more misfortune.
Plus, it'll probably be out here by today.
Alright, anyway, stay as long as you like. I'm not gonna complain. The girls will be around here for a while too, so if you need to speak to any of them, they're here.
Gotcha. Sorry about time we rest up though. We had a really long day.
Alrighty, if you guys want to come up for food, feel free. House is always open to you. She smiles brightly and starts to leave.
Not.
Thanks.
Oh, and she stops in the doorway. Oh, and by the way, since you're not tourists or guests or anything, you don't have to worry about curfew or lights out. Just try not to disturb the animals too much or make too much noise.
We'll try not to.
Nods and then leaves through the cabin door.
Yeah. When she leaves, Crew's just gonna like look through his dual bag, just trying to figure out what's quiet and isn't. The drill isn't too loud, right?
It is.
It's pretty loud.
Damn.
You got a
Stores that
screwdriver?
in the pile of too loud tools.
You have a screwdriver?
Yeah, a few of them, but Let's see here. Just 18 different screwdrivers, all of them different. Instead of getting the one where you can just replace the head.
Hmm.
He may not have a bag of holding, but he may not have a bag of holding, but oh wait, no, he does have one. Never mind. Yeah, he just has a ton of different tools in the bag of holding.
It's not called a bag of holding anymore, though.
Oh right, the spacious pouch.
Spacious pouch.
He has a lot of tools in his spacious pouch. That's one of the names I mean, I guess I understand why it has been changed, but not one I like the change of.
Yeah, I don't like it either. It's a terrible name.
Could have just kept it. But, you know, had to be different.
I mean, I think if they could have kept it the same, they would have, but
Magic holding bag, there you go.
Anyways, hey crew, I have a question for you.
oh, what is it? The pile is starting to reach the bottom of the hammock.
You still have those cameras, right?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna see if I could, wait, what's in here again? Sirens of electronics in the dorm?
Just like, you know, your basic stuff in terms of electronics.
Let me ask you a specific question. Is there like a TV in here or something?
Yeah,
there.
it's like right there. In the
Listen,
northern wall.
Now we can play FNAF
When
in
everything's
here.
black and white, it's a bit hard to see.
Turn the light on.
Yeah, can we turn on a light, Phoe?
Oh yeah, hang on. Let me
Find the switch.
Let me turn on the light here. Where are you guys? Eat.
But yeah. Oh, yeah, I was planning on connecting it to the TV to have a bigger screen to look at all of it.
Well, there's a specific place I want you to try and find.
Where? In the industrial district or the house?
The industrial district. We have location of a truck, and I want to see if there's a camera around where Mary said it was.
Okay, 1 second, alright. Me mate picks him up from the hammock, walks over to the TV, bunch of wires, pulls out an HDMI cable from his pocket. Just gotta carry that with you all the time. It's one of the daily necessities. Plugs phone into the TV, connects to the cameras, and it just small boxes with every camera is on the TV.
I see.
Alright, where in specific, I got basically every place with a camera, so...
I'm surprised you could pull that off.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It's a lot of coverage.
Sure. Anyway. Could teach you to underestimate me again. Alright, where's the truck you're trying to look at?
I give the coordinates I was given of where a truck is. Is there a camera there?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
Yeah, how are we supposed to know?
Yeah, no, there is.
Oh,
So-
it's, you mean that truck?
Yeah, that's the ones we need. and it's apparently really isolated, and there's no one in it. At least
Oh,
no we could see.
Well, it definitely hasn't moved in a while. I are the cameras like the stationary cameras, or are they the ones that like pan side to side?
Mm,
Pretty sure it's an
stationary.
industrial district.
Yeah, it'd be a stationary camera.
All right. If that's the case, then are there any like nearby cameras just to like pan through the surroundings?
Yeah, I think you'd be able to find a pan zoom kind of camera. Oh, but it'd be like on the corner of a building or something.
Yeah,
A little
just
further away.
Trying to map out the area around that van, see if it is as isolated as said.
Alrighty. Roll me, I guess, an engineering check. An engineering lore roll.
Because this is on the TV and everyone can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Would like, for example, Ash be able to use like scouting lore?
Sure, I'd allow that. And then Doc could use, I think you have local lore.
I have a local lore, yeah.
Yeah.
Lore.
Not bad. Very bad.
Let's roll. 17.
Ignore that.
Doc, if you're not gonna re-roll that, I will.
No, I'll re-roll it. It'll be funny. I mean, it would have been funny to keep it, but I'm full of hero points anyway, so why not?
Yeah, so
Here's my.
there we go.
There you
That's
go.
better.
I'm not gonna reroll. It's my last hero point.
Alright.
Just in case, you mind cluing me in?
Sure.
Yippee! +1.
Alright, yeah, so you all do manage to make your checks. Okay. So, pulling all of your knowledge together and your various areas of expertise, you are able to, just from the video alone, figure out the layout of the area to a small extent. So it's not isolated as in there's nobody around at all, like, oh, you can get in, get out without being seen and not run into anybody. It's not that isolated. It's literally just parked on the street in a very quiet part of the industrial district. Like, you know, wedged in between a bunch of warehouses or in a big industrial lot or whatever, amidst a bunch of other trucks. So, isolated in the sense that it's not very well traveled, but at the same time not very isolated because there's still stuff around. But the truck in particular that you're looking at is just nestled away in an industrial parking lot, just, you know, quiet corner of the district.
Yeah, that definitely seems isolated. Ash, you know how to hotwire a truck, right?
Yeah.
Alright, good. I did remember that right.
It's there, but also it is kind of hard to tell from here if there is anyone in it sleeping or not.
Oh yeah, that's
We
a
can
good.
solve
That's a
that
good.
issue.
That's a good observation, actually, because this brand of truck, and I can tell you this because you guys all rolled really, really high. This style of truck is the long haul types, so the big trucks with usually a sleeper cab or a sleeping area in the truck cab.
Oh, I didn't know trucks came with that.
Some of
They
them
do,
do,
yeah.
yeah. The long haul ones, yeah, they do.
I can solve that.
Neat.
So there's gonna be a person you take care of. Okay.
Like, what do you think truck stops are for?
Abandoning trucks.
I knew. I even knew that. How do you guys not?
Because like
I live in the
when
city.
Yeah,
Don't
when
look
trucks
at
stop at truck
Lyra.
stops, there'll be like lines of them just like stopped overnight or wherever.
You have, I think, them like outside, right next to the suburbs. We'll have truck stops, but that's like on the interstates.
Mm-hmm. So yes, trucks do come with sleeping cabins, and people do sleep in there a lot.
Well, if anybody is in there, we can take them out fairly quickly.
You even question them if that's what you're into.
Don't make it weird.
I'm not. Yeah. When you say take him out, you don't mean killing him, right?
Sure.
Crew is concerned, to say the least, hearing that answer.
Trey
not-
As long as they're alive in the end, there's okay, right?
Trey is floating here, watching the conversation between all of you, and notices Crew's discomfort. You know, there's a lot of non-lethal ways to take care of someone, like poisons, for example.
Why was that first thing that... Actually, no, I guess it makes sense that that would be the first thing that comes to mind. Like, I know that there's ways to knock people out. I have been working on and off. I have had to fight people. It's difficult with a gun. I figured it out. But
If you're worried about killing somebody, it's not something we're going to do.
yeah, that's exactly what I was concerned about, because no offense, Ash, with how often you threaten to stab me, I wouldn't be surprised if you were willing to kill someone.
I've never killed anybody.
Darn, don't have any of my poisons on me.
Insight
well.
check.
Insight check.
Insight
that's-
check on whether Ash has killed somebody. No, I'm kidding. Only if he wants.
Just make sure I heard correctly. You said I'll threaten kill anyone?
No, I said
Ash?
I've never killed anybody.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's... I won't lie, you do walk like someone who has, so that is... You have the aura of someone who has, so that's good to know.
Oddly specific.
Got the
I mean,
street cred.
look at him. Look at him. Does he not... No offense, like, I'm sorry to keep digging into you for this. And it wouldn't surprise me if you killed someone.
Yeah?
Okay, fine, it would surprise me a little, but...
It's alright.
It's fine. I can attest that he probably hasn't killed anyone.
You're the one that eats dead people.
That doesn't mean I killed them.
It's like second murder.
No, that falls more under desecration of corpses, which is a different war crime, but...
Yeah, that's like a different category of fucked up, Doc.
That's in the past, though.
Like, just sort of...
A week ago?
Not even, right?
It also still implies that you hang around while people die, which is, again, a different category of fucked up.
I get that. And trust me, it used to be a lot worse.
Yeah, didn't you have a nickname around the errant circles? I think even
Is
I've
that
heard
why they
of you.
fucking called you the Vulture?
Yes.
Crew's just head in hands, just. I never should have agreed to repair your stuff. That's what got him into this whole fucking mess.
Look, it's just I don't kill people, okay?
Right.
No, you just watch them die and then harvest their corpses afterwards.
I don't do that.
Totally normal. Mm.
All I did was take a little piece of them and then heal them. Why else do you think I'm a medic?
Wait, in that not the other way around?
Yeah.
Gods, it's like you've never heard of the goddamn Hippocratic Oath. Just pacing now.
I get it. I'm weird. I've known this for a long time.
Weird is when you have a collection of plushies of a video game series that like you're never gonna leave behind. This sort of like waving his arms in a circle at you. Weird is not the word. I'm sorry. Weird is far from the word.
Yeah, Crew's weird. You're not weird.
Yeah.
Peace stares at you guys. Just
I mean, there's a... Yeah.
just hopping back and forth. Why is it not showing up on the screen? Oh, he's right there. Okay. Yeah, works at you guys. Wark! Weird. Very weird. Wark!
Says this to himself but out loud. Oh, now the goddamn recently sentient raven wants to lecture us on what's weird.
Raven
All
nods.
right.
Very weird. All fucked up. Very weird.
How do you know the fuck? Oh, wait, no, you probably heard it already.
You
You've
guys
already
been
told the
talking.
Raven.
You guys been talking long time. Yeah. I learned things. Pick them up fast.
We
Speaking
should
of
probably
learning
watch
things,
what we say around this Raven.
Did you pick up any new information from your Raven friends?
Oh, yeah. Raven nods very, very excitedly. Got lots of information. Yeah. What you want?
Give me everything you've learned.
Okay. Turns and stares at you. Ash tilts its head. What you give me?
Depends. What do you want?
I don't know. Food, shiny. You give me something good. I give you something good. Yeah.
Well, actually, I got you some barding. It's like armor.
Tilts head, stares at you curiously. Why need that? What? Why?
It allows you to carry more things.
Oh, more shiny? Okay. You give. I want.
Take out the little barding for the bird from his bag. And then I'll walk over to put it on. Can I move this to them?
Yeah, if you want. Hang on.
Equip Bardic on Birb.
Birb. There you go.
Morb.
So Peace kind of fusses a little bit as you're trying to put on the barding. It seems very unnatural and uncomfortable for it. Squirms and flutters around in your grasp. And like,
Stay still.
no, it's very heavy.
It's light.
No, it's very heavy. I am small. You're not small. Roll me an animal handling, actually.
What role would that be?
Nature.
Nature.
Oh. How good is your nature?
Plus 8. It's probably shit. They're at 18.
Yeah, that's good enough. So you do manage to get the barding on without much a little bit of difficulty, but Peace stops struggling after a bit and just lets you put it on eventually. And after a minute, it seems to get used to it. It seems to like it. Like, not so bad, I guess.
And I'll give you a treat.
Ooh, you give treat? Okay. The raven seems very happy.
There you go.
Gobbles up the treat. Okay,
I never wonder what those taste like.
okay. I trust you next time. Okay. Thank you.
Do you want to try it?
Okay. Real talk, I actually have admittedly tried dog treats before and cat treats.
Girl, I've tried dog food, like dry dog food. I've tried like dry cat food. I've tried catnip.
Weird.
I ate a dog biscuit on a dare. Oh, a dog treat on a dare. What was it?
Gosh.
Well, I think it was like one of those vegan bits or something for dogs. I think there was a cat treat that I tried once.
Was it good?
No. Like they're grainy and mealy and they taste awful. They're like overly salty. It's gross.
The dry dog food and cat food, the cat food I remember in specific, it tasted like the not marshmallow parts of Lucky Charms if there was no sugar.
Yeah, they taste the kibble. Yeah, it tastes just like cereal but very dry and tasteless. Hence why whenever we had pets, we'd just feed them like actual food. So dog, we'd feed them like actual meat, you know.
Yeah.
Cooked meat.
If I ever get a pet, I would probably be like, actually eat the food myself, make sure it tastes good.
Oh yeah. Like even for our little critters, feed them fresh fruit and veggies, and hay. That's about it. That's really all they need. And then the crushed, or not the crushed hay, the hay pellets, and that's about it. We didn't feed them any of the commercial treats that you'd buy for small pets. Like if we gave them treats, it would be like actual dried fruit or fresh fruit instead of, like the yogurt treats or whatever. It's not good for them anyway. So yeah, that's what we did with our dog as well. It seems like you're spoiling your pet, but at least you know what they're eating.
I would not want to do that.
Anyway, yeah. Eaten treats before.
During the barding debacle, Mate was just sort of, Crew was just sort of looking at Mate, wondering if I should get some external armor on you. So picking up Mate and rolling him in his hand, wondering like how effectively, mentally doing the mathematics of how much that would affect his stability, if at all.
You just gotta make him walk on 2 legs. You'll fix that.
Well, not necessarily, because even if he's even if I do get him on 2 legs, that's still, that's still the balance. Because, extra weight in the middle.
I guess so.
Besides, walking on legs is so inefficient. That's why people have like horrible back pain when they grow up. It's because of evolving to walk on 2 legs.
Hmm.
That's not a joke. Look it up.
I would rather not.
No, that was Farrah talking, not Crew. Because that is a real fact.
Alrighty.
Oh, right, I forgot we were talking about how we're gonna acquire that van.
Yes.
Yeah, just a little bit of poisoning.
I also asked the bird for the information it's learned.
All right,
Oh, right.
give us the info.
Yeah. You wanted information? Okay. I give you information. Okay. So, in the however many hours that the piece was gone, talking to its raven buddies, anything in specific? I can't remember. What were you looking for again?
The either like if they've seen Quint, or like the location he's been in, or him entering any building.
Big dog guy.
Big
dog.
man.
Big
A
woof.
knoll.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm. He also gave it like
Description.
images that they would
Yeah.
have any.
All right, so I will paraphrase this because I don't know how I would RP this, so I'll just paraphrase. All right, so in the hours that Peace has been gone talking to its raven buddies, it's been able to find out a couple of things. So Quint, the guy that you identified and told Peace that you were looking for, the other ravens have seen an individual matching that description, just kind of around town every so often, but very sporadic. They've seen him in primarily large, crowded areas. He seems to have been performing a little bit here and there. And the ravens describe him as traveling around in a big metal box decorated with other smaller boxes that make loud noises, very loud noises.
A van with like a tour bus with speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the ravens also point out that this big metal box with other very loud metal boxes is somewhat identifiable. It's not the truck itself is not plain. It is decorated. It has a very distinctive paint job, skulls and flames. And what else was there you wanted to know about Quint and his whereabouts? So the last time he was seen by the ravens would have been for the day before yesterday. So that would have been like the day before you guys hit the train station. Yeah. And they saw him hanging around the Errants Plaza, the Errants Association complex.
Alright, scouting.
Good job, bird.
I
Real-
try. Yep.
Real quick, because you know, a tour bus like that, hard to spot, hard to not spot, and if anything, draws attention. Some might say that it could draw influence across social media. I would like to use my influencer lore to see if it's been seen at any time after the last time the Ravens have seen it.
Influencer time.
All right, go ahead.
Y'all were doubting me. None of you had faith in me.
But yeah, no, this would be something that your influencer lore would be very, very useful for. Ooh, 27. Okay, okay.
Y'all were laughing. You guys were laughing when I said I wanted influencer lore. Look at me now.
Yes, Mr. 70 subscribers.
That number is almost certainly dropped. I haven't uploaded in a week. That's a death sentence for small creators.
Alright, so with that 27. So scrolling through your social media feeds, it takes a little bit of digging, but it's not too hard for you and it doesn't take very long. You're able to find I guess it wouldn't be like a groupie, like a thread of groupies or anything like that, but I guess music fans, I guess, question mark. But yeah, no, you're able to identify some media accounts of some music fans in the area, and you see a couple of posts of pictures of this really, really tricked out stage truck, very, very large stage truck that seems to have been performing at a few locations here and there around Sunshale, holding a couple of impromptu concerts, which is kind of unusual considering local bands don't really have that kind of capital to have their own stage truck.
Makes sense. He's far from local, and he wouldn't know how most bands are around here. He's from a big
Sirens
city.
perform. Then, yeah.
Yeah, and people seem to be very, very fond of his music, which is described as, I guess, death metal. Like I don't think there's ever even such a thing as like bardcore death metal. If there
could be.
I fully
if there
disagree. It's definitely out there if you go looking.
I actually have
Let's look it
found
up.
like a bardcore version of Through the Fire and Flames by Dragon Force. It sounds very epic. Anyway, but yeah, Quint's sound seems to be very much death metal, and he's earned himself a few fans in the area. However, yeah, his truck has been spotted. His stage truck has been spotted here and there around Sunshale, performing concerts during the day and late early evening since the tournament has started. But no one seems to be following its movements in the after hours, air quotes. So they track it, but only on a day-to-day basis during the day, wherever these impromptu concerts are being held. It's kind of like it's a pop-up stage. So he goes wherever there's a crowd and performs, and then, doesn't stay in one location for very long. As for where he goes, no one really knows.
Who's just, I'm like, damn it, why can't we have any of those insane people, any of those insane fans who follow the artist everywhere in here?
You want to go to one of his concerts?
No, but I was hoping that someone would have followed him after it was done, you know? There are people that insane.
That would be mighty convenient.
They would be morons.
Actually,
Yeah, obviously, but at least that would mean that that means that they would know something about where he goes once he's done.
well, Here's the thing.
Mm.
The Sirens perform too. Wouldn't they know about it?
Have they been performing during the tournament season?
I know Lyra's been taking a break.
They usually perform in the casino. They don't like do outwards performances.
Well, actually, I can tell you this because Doc is a local, so he'd know. They do performances occasionally outside the casino because, like, you know, they're performers, and Sunshell is no stranger to musicians, bards, storytellers, orators, or whatever, or dancers. Yeah, performing arts has very strong roots in Sunshell, but the Sirens have not really been actively performing outside of their sanctioned duels and battles and such, because, you know, you gotta stay on top of practicing in order to, you know, put on a good performance, and they've not been able to do that, so they've mainly been dedicating most of their attention to the tournament as opposed to performing. But they do perform outside of the casino theater.
They just haven't been performing at the same time as Quint.
No.
I guess my main concern is, like, would they, like, have more info about it?
They'd probably know, because especially Lyra, who is musically inclined, she would probably know of any notable performers in town.
When they came, what they do, all that.
Oh yeah.
What's the band name of Quint's death metal stuff? Actually, is there a name for it?
Hardcore death metal.
Oh, are you asking me?
Yes, it's a serious question. Either you probably haven't thought of it.
I haven't I haven't thought of it, but well, his band doesn't really have a name, but he is known as the Metalmancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's not going by his suit name here.
No, he's not going by his suit name.
I see.
One second. A thought came to my mind while I was grabbing breakfast. Ignore that it's almost 3 p.m. In Croux schooling, has he seen, like, people who, like, went to that guy's concert, not a fan? Because part of me in the back of my mind is like, because there's a lot of enchantment magic, and we know that he's no stranger to using it. So there's a part of me in the back of my mind that's worried about him using it during those concerts. You know.
You know what? That is a very, very astute observation to make, because this is something I have thought about. So. I think Lyra actually might have mentioned it before. If not, this is something you guys would know. When it comes to bardic performances or performing arts, you know, enhanced with magic, or you have you know, mind altering properties and whatnot, those things are extremely regulated. There is a very, very, very small number of situations.
But how can you regulate something that's impromptu?
Well, no, I mean, like, the magic itself is very heavily regulated. So, It's kind of like how if you're using the spell charm person or whatever, that is a no. You're not supposed to use that because you're messing with people's emotions, their minds and whatnot. Yeah, no, that's not allowed. When in the cases of that sort of thing in regards to performance magics, they're very, very heavily regulated. So for concert performances and such, for the most part, you are not allowed to perform anything that has mind altering properties or anything like that. It is illegal. And the situations where it is not illegal are very, very, very few and far between. But in regards to Quint's performances, so you're asking if there's any possibility that he's been doing that sort of thing to affect people?
Yeah,
He seems capable of doing it.
he is. We know that he is a bard. Like magic, both magic-wise and job-wise.
Yeah, we know he
We
uses
know that he
magical
has-
amps.
We've seen the magical lamps. They may not have. We've yet to see an effect on emotion on us, but we know that they can physically affect us.
Okay, so
Forcing us to dance.
That's what you're asking. Okay. So, yeah, I think I can give that information to you with the 27-year-old. Okay. So, scattered throughout the social media posts that you're able to find, you have actually managed to discover a few reports of health episodes. People reporting feeling unwell after one of those performances or feeling off somehow.
Ooh.
Nothing major, like nothing to warrant hospitalization, but there have been reports.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Those reports, if I look around for long enough, do they get more frequent the more recent it is?
Yes, they do. They're more frequent and a little more severe.
Yeah. God. Yeah, just as he's sort of haphazardly rolling like in the corner of his eye while listening to the raven, he spots those like the thought comes to Crew's mind. He spots those few reports and just starts scrolling looking at those specific posts. Oh fuck. So, alright. I think I just figured out something.
Oh yeah?
So, you guys remember the amps that he's been using whenever we found his plans, I guess?
Magic ball thingies.
Yeah, the orbs. I think he's testing them out on the. I think he may be testing them here, and I think he's planning on using them during his performances. More and more people have been feeling ill, like during and after his concerts, and they've only been getting more in amount and more severe the more recent it's getting. So. I don't like that.
Honestly, his setup is getting even more and more complex as I keep hearing about it. Using concerts to test out his new weapons on the people.
That's being sneaky for you.
While also simultaneously throwing off law enforcement on his real plan.
God, yeah, because even if people, if they start doing anything to like figure that out, then they're just probably not going to pay attention to the fucking army that's being forged
Yeah.
or baked, I guess.
A lot of the city's also hyped up on glitter, thanks to him.
Oh, God, he might actually be smart.
Too smart
And
for
that's
a
what
club, you would
worries me.
say.
Sorry,
As-
what was that? Both of you spoke at once, and I couldn't hear either of you.
Too smart for a club.
Yeah, as you guys are discussing
Way
this,
too smart for a club.
Yeah, as you guys are discussing this, Trey is actually leaning against the foosball table over here. He's fully manifested, arms crossed and chin in his hand as he stands there looking thoughtful. You know, I really do have to give that guy credit. His plan is actually kind of brilliant, especially for a club. But clubs do like to act out in the open, and this is about as open and brazen as you can get, but still being stealthy and sneaky. Not bad. I think he's managed to pull off a plan way better than I ever could.
Which makes me think, is he truly alone in this?
What do you mean?
He's getting outside help from Caledon, of all places, for these supplies for this plan. I don't think that's something one suit can pull off, especially one all the way down here.
And we know that there's not just one here, right?
They said Diamonds is also here. You said before yourself, Trey, that it might be unrelated. Are you sure about that?
Oh, her? To be perfectly honest, at this point, I don't know. The Ace of Diamonds is a bit of a loose cannon, as all diamond agents are. She has her own agenda, she does whatever she wants, she's an ace after all. I might have reported to her on occasion, but being just 3, I wasn't exactly privy to most of those plans. Despite being a suits agent and a ranked one at that, I'm still a lonely grunt. In the grand scheme of things, anyway. But it is entirely possible she might have a hand in this. As for what her aim is, I honestly couldn't tell you. But if I had to guess, it's probably motivated by money.
And I don't know if you heard of this because you were away, but I was being tailed by her goons earlier today.
Oh, really?
Probably
Maybe
because I look like you.
Yeah, if she thinks you've been around or have seen you around, she probably finds it very, very concerning that you've not checked in a while.
We missed shakes them though.
Where's your fucking mask, Doc?
I still have it with me. You think it'd be more convenient if I put it on for now?
I mean,
It'll draw more
it'd be-
attention.
it'd be more attention, but a different kind. It'd just be, don't, if you're not wearing his fucking face, I don't.
I could put on a different face temporarily.
I mean, your other option too is impersonating that obnoxious rich pretty boy, but I don't think that would be a very good idea. I don't think you could pull it off convincingly.
I cannot, no.
I would have to agree.
I can't see it. No.
But I have ways to impersonate people.
Yeah, it might be.
If I can find the right one.
Well, you don't just have a bag of skin on you at all times so you can change how you look. Actually, I don't want it. I don't think I want to know.
I don't even need that. I just need like even the smallest hair sample I can transform myself.
Head and hands.
I'm gonna step over here for all that.
Questions that you don't really wanted the answer to.
It's fine though. It's very useful for getting information though. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
used
I
it
bet.
a couple of times for that purpose.
It's very disturbing.
But yeah. If I was to impersonate someone I need, and in order to pull off convincingly, then yeah, I need a sample. I can even change my retinal and fingerprint data if all that.
Gross.
Why do you?
It's a gift, man.
One second, I gotta ask above table. We don't know that Doc is an experiment, right?
No, you know.
No, you know, he told you. He told you guys.
Oh,
Mhm.
right.
I told you guys
right.
like early in the campaign, at the early in second season.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm from here."
Yeah, like he made the grand revelation, oh, I'm a flesh abomination from the underground labs, and the entire party was like, yeah, no, we kind of figured.
Yeah, you guys know that, so it's not super weird that he's able to do this.
Yeah. Crew's just gonna.
Just to think on it now. We weren't in a situation back then.
God, I wish I didn't have time to think.
Just don't
You
focus
get-
on that for now. Just focus on our main objective.
Easier said than fucking done.
Wark, easier said than fucking done.
Head deeper in hands.
You should watch your language around this birb.
Just a silent glare.
Peace hops back and forth on its tiny legs.
Well, at least it wasn't me teaching him that.
No, I learned very fast. Very fast.
Oh, God, there's a fucking creepy guy across the way.
Wait, what?
You know, like the upper windows, the way they're huge.
Yeah.
He's standing like this, staring at me.
Is this one of the usual neighbors or different one, new
I don't
neighbor?
recognize him.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
Rabbits are crazy though. Those babies are gonna have to be wild.
They're gonna have
There's no way we can catch them.
I'm gonna try.
No, leave them the way they are.
Just leave them over there.
I'm not raising 2 more rabbits for another 5 years. You can see them right now. You can see them out there. They're being cute. Oh, they are so cute though. You want to cuddle them, but
Talking about the 2 baby rabbits that are running around our garden. Anyway, yeah, continue. Pieces being a bratty burb.
Bratty birb.
Bratty burb. Wark.
Well, at least a little personality.
look at my sack. I got 8 balls.
Oh my god. Why'd you have to say it like that? Ooh.
They're the junk food ones.
What is this one?
Junk food ones.
Ooh.
Like Pringles and shit.
Wait, how many did you get?
8.
That's a lot of balls.
Well, I got a big sack.
You had a big sack of balls. Sorry.
Nice.
Husband bought gacha toys.
God damn it, in the update I lost all my languages.
That's 8
You have
times
no
5, I don't know how many
languages?
pieces that is.
Okay.
40?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Oh yeah, I lost my languages too.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
I'll worry about the languages stuff later. I
Yeah.
can.
No, I was
Fuck
just checking
you.
because the crew's just gonna
Fuck everybody online.
start like muttering in one of the languages he's fluent
You know,
in.
the funny thing, I refuse to swear on my YouTube channel, but I don't mind swearing when you're thing.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
replace you guys' languages later because I think I still have your sheets.
I'm gonna pile up my balls on,
Yeah, muttering
my
in like
balls on the table. Two balls.
yeah, muttering in language acts just. It's just a long stream of like
Mhm.
of just God's fucking heaven and surrounded by insane people.
You got one semi-normal person here.
That you know of.
They're on my balls.
Which one? You mean the person who literally hits harder than a truck, or do you mean the
$40 though.
Either
or-
of two.
How can you say no to something you don't need for $40?
They're more normal than us. Totally.
You know what? No, you're right.
Normal. The guy turned a boat into a flying whale thing. So,
Yeah, I'm still gonna put that as more normal than you two.
what's wrong with me?
Do you want me to pull up the list?
Sure.
Oh no.
Okay, I didn't expect you to call my bluff.
Can't think of anything.
Like I said, I didn't expect you to call my bluff there. I truly know nothing about you.
As it should be.
Yeah, that's one of the things I meant. That's not the that's not the response. Wrong answer. Who does like an X with his arms?
If you befriend him better, you'll eventually learn the truth. That's how it works. Totally.
Crew's just sort of mentally wondering, does he even have friends? Actually, you know what? For the sake of the bit, Crew's just gonna, quiet. He says it quietly, but we're in a very small very small, quiet building.
2.
Peace and who?
That would be my boss.
Well, it is. Go step up there.
I wouldn't count Golden Boy as one.
Waylon,
Maybe
melted my
as an
face.
acquaintance.
Peace stares at you, Ash. Oh, I am friend. Yeah.
You are friend.
Yay, I am friend. Very happy.
Anyways.
Man, I can't understand people like that, right, mate?
Right.
Why is the doc hacking a lamp?
No, Peace is doing that, but for some reason it's not letting me.
Don't break that.
I could peck out, man. If I put on my mask.
Getting a picture of that now of him pecking at a lamp with his mask on.
That's
I
so
want-
silly.
You know, I wonder if Peace would like the doc more with the mask on, or Bird like.
Birb.
I don't know. You'd have to do it and find out.
Go on, peck the lamp. Doc.
No. Doc wants to pull out his mail he got from his place, and he wants to look through it real quick.
Bills, death threat, bills.
Death threat.
Oh wow, would you look at that?
I get the occasional 2 death threats every week. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's just like bills and junk mail.
Look, I got
Nothing
blue balls.
interesting. Okay.
Got blue ball, huh?
You going out for a stroll, Ash?
Yeah.
What time even is it?
20.
Oh, it's only like 8 p.m. then.
Yeah, it would only be like 8 p.m.
You get some breakfast. No, not breakfast. Dinner.
Go to Denny's.
Breakfast
Get
at
some.
8 p.m. is. I mean, I did that during my worst college days, but
Ash gonna go get some Denny's.
What is your obsession with Denny's, man?
It's good food.
Whenever we go to Denny's, I feel like I'm gonna get shot.
At least it's not as bad as a Waffle House.
Well, Waffle House,
I'm a firm believer of you don't go. I'm a firm believer if you don't go to a Denny's, you end up at a Denny's.
Sorry, my husband said. So. Sorry.
Oh no. Both
So-
times.
He says that whenever I go to a Denny's, I feel like I'm gonna get shot.
Yeah.
And I said, well, at least it's better than a Waffle House.
It
And
is better than Waffle House.
His response was, when you go to a Waffle House, you know you're gonna get shot.
Mhm.
I truly only know one thing about Waffle House, and it's that it's a great indicator of natural disasters.
What does
Or
that
disasters in general, because if it's still up and running, the disaster probably isn't that bad. If they're working off, like, the backup generator, it's kind of bad, but, like, you're good enough. And when a Waffle House closes, you know it's fucked. The Waffle House Index, real thing, look it up.
mean? Oh my god.
We never came up with a plan for how we're gonna take the truck.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
Crew
good.
says that like a solid few minutes after Ash already left.
Yeah, we need to do that.
I mean, we should probably make 2 plans. One if it is abandoned, one if there's someone sleeping in there.
There's someone sleeping in there. I mean, do we have a way to knock him out?
Just sort of looks at Duncan. Yeah, we can probably knock him out.
I meant not knock him out in a physical sense. I just meant more in the alchemical sense.
Do you know of any like poisons that can do that?
I know there are some.
I mean, we're doing this in the morning, so don't exactly have time to work without a formula.
Yeah.
And I doubt Miari would be willing to come all the way here just to show how to make a poison.
Nope.
Well, I just asked her to send a picture of her, of that part in her formula book, but
These things in these.
I don't wanna take up more of her time than we already have. You sure you
There's
don't have
also-
anything lying around? You seem like you have deep pockets. Maybe you have a poison somewhere in there.
I mean, there'd probably be poisons to vet, but I don't have any on me.
I think he's referring to your, was it predictive purchase? Or
Oh yeah, I do have that.
Oh, I fully forgot you. No, I fully forgot you
I
had
forgot
that.
about that too.
I was saying
You're
that
level
as a
6.
bit.
I
Like-
it's
Oh my
It's
god.
been a while, okay?
I
You're
was
level
saying that
6.
as a
That is the
joke.
best ability you get at level 6. You can just pull items out of your backpack.
This man was like, man, I wish we had some before this.
Yeah, oh wait, I do have some. Never mind.
I was fully saying that as a joke. I forgot Doc had predictive purchase.
I can actually get poisons.
I think,
Well,
what
what
was
do you
it?
mean, Gat? You already bought them.
Yeah, like lethargy poison.
Lethargy, yeah.
Like, yeah,
There's definitely
lethargy poison.
poisons that knock people out.
Yeah, that's the one in particular, lethargy poison. Yeah.
I mean, my worry is that they tend to have really low DCs. Because, like, yeah, the lethargy poison is only DC 18.
It is DC 18.
There's other things. Hang on. I know there's other poisons, but I forget which ones.
Oh, sleep, lethargy poison, sleep arrows, number 1, stupor poison's level 7.
I think it's
But-
stupor poison, but that's not something you can get with
Yeah,
That's be half
Yeah.
my level.
then yeah, the highest level thing would be like a sleep arrows DC 17. The lethargy poison would be stronger, but
It's a whole meal with ketchup
that's
and
still a low
hamburgers.
DC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would you know where to pick up stupor poison?
I mean, Doc probably knows places. He's a local.
I think it's a freeze frame one, a moment freeze one.
Yeah,
The
because
vet
it's
has
like,
the vet would have poisons.
It's pouring ketchup onto the burger.
Yeah. I mean, oh, actually no, that's only DC 20 fortitude save. Oh wait, I forgot. I've spent too much time building high level characters.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, only DC 20?
Yeah,
And
you
listen,
probably could find stupor poison because Doc knows people in places in the
But like I
underworld.
said, with persistent planner, I can only get things up to half my level.
I mean, I won't lie, I did forget how high our bonuses are. A DC 18 honestly isn't that bad.
Yeah, lethargy poison. If it doesn't work, uh-oh.
I
So
mean, they're
you're-
not gonna immediately wake up if it doesn't work.
How do we feed it to them if they're sleeping?
It's easy. They're gonna have their mouth open.
You just jab them with it.
Yeah, it's ultra rare.
Oh wait, no, it is an injury poison. Yeah, just get like a. You have syringes. It's in your art.
I do have syringes, yes. There's syringes to them. Sure.
And
So-
I'm sure an experienced medical hobbyist like you knows the right vein.
So did
I
you want
cannot
to?
in good conscience
fine,
call
I-
you a professional.
It's fine. I have experience in doing this.
Like I said, experienced medical hobbyist.
Oh my god.
So would you like to use predictive purchase for lethargy poison?
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah,
All right, go
just-
ahead and add it to your inventory and subtract the gold.
It's only 7 gold.
Cheap.
Yeah, just so yeah, go back into RV. Just like, are you sure you don't have any poisons on you? Like you have deep pockets.
He,
Like check.
he just finds lethargy poison. He's like, oh wait, I forgot I had this.
You actually.
You never know when you might need it if you're, on the run.
Casually forgets poison in pocket.
You never. You have a point there. Counterpoint. You forgot you had it.
I have a lot, okay?
You know what?
My mind's
I-
more focused on solving conundrums than keeping track of everything I have on me.
You'd think those go hand in hand. Alright, how does... Let me look at it. How does it work? Just gonna... Because Croux wouldn't know what lethargy poison is, I'm just gonna... I'm effectively just gonna have him identify it, because it's a level 2 item. I don't think there's really a chance of him to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I mean, I'll roll just in case, but like...
You could use this for dry skin.
It's not gonna be... It's not... It's a level 2 item. He's likely to pass.
well, as lethargy poison says, is it'll knock anyone out for up to an hour.
1d4 hours. So up to 4 hours.
Rocco, though,
I need a Slurpee.
you know.
I'll grab my +1 from specialty crafting, because for some reason I don't have my item bonus on here. That is a natural... I have 4 hero points. You know what? No, I'm not re-rolling it. Croux doesn't know poisons. Why would he? He knows some of them. But, like, anesthesia, not stupor.
Yeah, there's super poison, but I don't have any of that on me. That's the stronger stuff, though. This will do just fine, though.
Okay, that's good to know.
Oh my god, another frozen moment.
Ooh.
It's another $50 frozen moment. Seriously, what the fuck?
Alright, so what are you guys doing right now? Formulating a plan?
Yep, essentially.
I mean, it seems like the plan is to, if we go to the truck and there is someone asleep in there, or I guess just in there in general, though preferably asleep, knock him out with the lethargy poison.
How am I gonna get in there, though?
I mean, oh wait, no, you have to have already been there. I mean, I can get us into the district.
I mean, like, get in the truck if the person's in there.
I have a feeling that Ash, wherever
Not as much.
the hell he is,
15
probably
bucks.
figure out a way in.
Plus, anyway, stick this thing in. Doesn't have to be me.
Oh, my favorite.
I think it's. I mean, you'd know better than us, where it, like, spread throughout the veins and all that.
I do.
I think.
I guess I can do it to make sure nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, and you know, it is a. I'm not gonna. You know, that I don't know this person. Probably an asshole. I don't want blood on my hands.
Pringles, once you pop, you can't stop.
And we won't do that, but if plan B comes to plan B, you'll have to knock him out. Forcefully.
Yeah, you know, I'm glad I figured out how to shoot rubber lasers.
You can do that?
Well, I mean, that's the easiest comparison. It's a whole thing, but you know how you can shoot someone to just bruise, not kill with rubber bullets. I mean, you know, you have to remember to bounce it off the ground to hit them. Otherwise, you know, you could still actually kill them, which a lot of people seem to forget. Cough, staring at the camera.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's
Women's
figured
vote.
out a way to do that with this thing too.
Alright.
Well, same results, obviously, different different method. I wonder if I could get strong enough to bounce off the ground. Would be a pretty cool trick shot.
Anyway,
Trick
what's
shot
Ash doing?
is the name of a feat, by the way, that I can get from my dedication.
Nice. Hey, what's the Ash doing?
Over here.
Yeah, what is Ash doing right now? Where are you?
I'm
Yeah, what is
walking into
Ash
the
doing?
house.
I won't lie, in the bright light, I thought these two were the same person.
The
hair, right?
Yeah, it's the hair. Ash, so, well, the other guys are, I guess, discussing plans on how to hijack that truck and take care of things. You've wandered into the main house of Bright Crest Ranch, and it's gotten dark outside. It's been dark for a while, but the house lights are pretty warm and bright. Welcome relief from the dark of night. And as you walk through the door, you smell food.
Nom nom.
Yeah. Some, you've been in Texada for a little bit now. You know what home-cooked Texada food smells like. Smells really good. It's like southern cooking, so I'm pretty sure you know what that smells like. And
I do.
you see Summer and Lyra in the main entryway talking to each other, seemingly on their way to wherever the dining room is. And they notice you. Oh, hello again. Didn't we just see you this morning?
Yeah.
Summer glares at you from over Lyra's shoulder. Doesn't say anything.
He'll give a nod to her. We're just, hanging out for the night.
Oh, that's a little unusual. I thought you all had your own place.
Yeah, the people that are after us got a little bit too close, so we're not going back there.
Ah, I see. Gotten yourselves into a bit of trouble, have you? Seems to follow you, doesn't it?
Yeah, no kidding. It's a common occurrence by now.
Well, at least you can't say your life isn't exciting.
That is true. Tiring, maybe.
I can imagine. Lyra stares behind you as if looking for something. Are you alone? Where's the rest of your party?
They're, up there in the cabin by the side of the house. I'm, just going for a walk around.
Oh, well, if that's the case, seems Desiree's gotten everything ready for dinner. You're welcome to stay if you like. Invite the rest of your team if you like.
Sure. He'll, pull out his phone, but first close the door. And text them. How have y'all been faring?
since we last saw you? Quite well. I mean, you did see us, what, 8 hours ago? Something like that?
A lot of things can happen in 8 hours.
I don't know, it feels like it's been a month.
Oh, well, we've not been up to much, just hanging around, trying to lay low for a little bit after what happened at the train station.
Sorry to drag you into that.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. I'd be lying if I said that our team hasn't been through its own unusual circumstances.
Oh? Like what?
Oh, well, nothing much, really. Just some trouble with Vivian's family. She's from Albion, you see, the House of Nobles that she decided to get away from. Occasionally we have to deal with bodyguards trying to bring her back. But I don't think that's anything comparable to what you've been through.
Say, for me, personally, almost the same situation.
That seems to catch Lyra's interest, and she lifts her eyebrows as she stares a little more intently at you. Oh, it sounds like a story I'd be curious to hear. But next to her, Summer is just not having any of it. She just rolls her eyes, lets out a huff, and mumbles to Lyra, "Okay, if you want to have a chat, go ahead, but I'm just gonna go eat something now, okay? Okay." And she just wanders off. Leaves you two alone to talk.
Shall we go someplace?
Oh, did you have somewhere in mind?
Well, I'm not familiar with this place, so. Denny's.
Well, the garden out behind the garage is rather nice, even at this time of year. It's quiet. No one seems to be working right now, so you can go there if you like, walk and talk.
Lead the way.
And she'll start walking.
Move it. Dork.
Alrighty. So, she leads you out to the garden, the path amidst a bunch of what looks like planters full of plants that are kind of near the end of their growth and ready for harvest, but haven't been picked yet. Because it's still pretty early in Redfall, mid-month, so yeah, still got time to pick the vegetables before the winter frost. And Lyra looks around to make sure no one's around. You've got some seclusion. Alright then, now that we're in a quiet spot, what's on your mind? Sounds like you've got a lot.
Yeah. So, been a while. A long while. Well, like your friend, I haven't been home in a long time.
Well, in Vivian's case, her not being home in a long time is by choice. Um, things she wanted to get away from. Old grudges that her family was never able to let go of, that she wanted no part of. But I have a feeling that with you, your situation's very different.
Yeah. It's more complicated, I would guess to say.
Well, nothing is ever simple, is it?
That's true.
So Lyra stares at you for a while, seemingly expecting more to be forthcoming.
I am more of a runaway, I would say.
By choice or by force?
One by force, the others by promise.
Interesting choice of words.
He kind of was hesitant to say any more.
Lyra holds up a hand to stop you. Alright, you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. I've heard a lot of sad sob stories in my time. And a lot of people have their reasons for keeping it to themselves. And if you're not willing to say, I'm not offended at all, not in the slightest. I understand. You have your reasons. After all, who doesn't have anything to hide?
Birds.
That response draws a little bit of a laugh from her.
Ooh, I got a glow in the dark one.
Well, birds like to chatter. So, of course they wouldn't have anything to hide. They have no reason to lie.
Think. Having to lie so much is a burden sometimes.
Well, it's up to you if you want to share your secrets with anyone. But sometimes it helps to have someone to confide in. Bottling up something like that for so long, well, sometimes it comes back to haunt you.
Very haunting.
Oh, I mean, you can tell if you want to, otherwise, no point being vague about it.
I was framed for the murder of my friends.
Lyra's expression doesn't change much, almost as if like she's seen and heard it all. You're not sure, but she doesn't seem to be judging you. Ah, I see. One of those cases.
Yes, but Caledon authority has the truth, and no one will listen to me. Or they didn't have the chance to listen.
Ah, from Caledon, are you? I've heard a lot of stories about that place. I've heard that their vision of justice up there is a little skewed and easily bought.
Those in the city may be.
Well, I'm sure you know better than anyone the sort of drama that's been going on up there. All of the court cases that are being reviewed after so long, after finding out how corrupt the judicial system has been.
I sort of stay away from the media up there.
Oh, Trey's watching that. Alright, so I'll ask you right now. How up to date would Ash have been about the news up in Caledon, or does he just kind of avoid it altogether?
I think he only focuses on things that are pertaining to him from there.
Alrighty. So, this would have started happening before the incident with Ash's murder frame up. But, so, this will all be information most of you guys will know anyway, especially Duncan, because he's from there, Croux, because of social media stuff, and Doc, just because he's smart. So I can tell you guys this because this is like, you know, history. So, Caledon is politically run by regional entities known as clans. So, like, they function as kind of like, you know, your regional districts. They're operated by clans, which were originally collections of families or, you know, related households, linked by, you know, common trades, but they eventually evolved into like their own political entities that govern over various regions. Anyway, so Caledon is very tight-knit socially. The communities are very, very well interconnected. Everybody knows everyone's business, and trust is something that is earned, not given. If you're kin, like, you know, your family, friends, whatever, you know, trust is given rather freely. But if you are considered an outsider, it has to be earned, and that trust is hard to earn. And that kind of has evolved into a society where if you're in the circle, people will give you anything, everything. But you do something to violate that social fabric of trust, you are ostracized. It's considered a betrayal, and betrayal is considered to be one of the worst crimes one can commit. And that gets interpreted in a lot of ways. So, you know, like divorce, relationships, you know, blah, blah, blah. And this has led to a very, very, very punishing judicial system. So it's not really a case of all crimes are treated equal, but you're punished pretty severely for going against the grain or disrupting the social fabric. And trials in Caledon for a long time have not been considered fair because of how strong the clan system is. People have drawn their loyalties. Their loyalties are hard to shake. But for the right price, they can be bought. And the judicial system is very, very much a court of public opinion. So if things can be spun a certain way against someone, people are likely to believe it. So in Ash's case, framed for murder, people don't really question it. Because like, if you're accused of murder, why would anyone lie about that, right? And it's very, very, and once that gets into people's minds that, oh, you're a murderer, it becomes very, very difficult to erase that and prove one's innocent. Because even if you are innocent, people will just think you're guilty. Oh, he did it. He definitely did it. Doesn't matter what the evidence says, he did it. Mm-hmm. So it led to a very, very morally bankrupt and corrupt legal system. Attorneys, judges, and juries could be bought, their opinions swayed, and more than likely a lot of innocent people were convicted of crimes that they either didn't commit or didn't warrant the level of punishment that they received. Now, in the last couple of years, like last 10 years or so, things spiraled out of control, and the global council decided, okay, that's enough. This has gone on for far too long. What's going on here is wrong, and stepped in and overhauled Caledon's legal system with the assistance of a lot of internal forces within the country. So the country is trying to pull itself back together and revamp its judicial system, but it also means reopening a shit ton of old cases, both, and including current ones. And that has required essentially retraining lawyers, attorneys, and law enforcement, getting rid of all of the corrupt officials, or as many as you can. But that's not been able to alleviate the case backlog. And Caledon made the unprecedented move of getting external help. So normally, practicing law in Caledon, if you're somewhere from outside, is very difficult. But they are so desperate to get things back on track. They are recruiting third-party attorneys, law enforcement, as assistants or consultants to help with the investigations and clearing the backlog and ensuring that trials are fair and that any rightful convictions are upheld and any innocent people are released as they should be. And this started happening in the past 10 years. But by the time the incident with Ash had rolled around, it's like smack dab in the middle of the backlog. So, kind of ended up being one of those things that fell through the cracks. So that's kind of the situation. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there you go. It's a big it's a big info dump, but it helps explain the climate of Caledon right now. It's not a wreck. Caledon functions, but it's kind of chugging along, at least in terms of its court system, because it's something that has to be built back up, but it's not being built back up quickly. And so they've had to enlist a lot of foreign assistance in order to help clear it, which isn't normal.
Be attorneys, guys.
Let's be attorney. Yeah, you could be. Like they hire out people to act as legal assistants or consultants or assistant investigators. So they're like, these teams are often led by Caledonians, and this has also led to the overhaul of the political system or legal system has also led to an increase in a lot of younger attorneys, because a lot of the older ones are still stuck in the old ways. So you have a huge influx of them, and then you also have a lot of errants acting as administrative assistants for all of these court cases, because there aren't enough of them to help out with this. So the errant climate in Caledon is very weird. You have errants that will take on contracts, you know, for monster hunting. Then you also have a lot of the paper pushers, because there's a lot of that kind of work.
Errors who get contracted to help investigate a case.
Yeah. Like there's definitely oversight and stuff for that sort of thing, but yeah, the climate in Caledon is very, very different. Anyway, yeah, so Ash's case is one of those things that fell through the cracks. You know, accused of murder. Accused, not charged or, you know, convicted of anything, but the fact that he ran threw a wrench in a lot of things. So that's why he's kind of been in limbo for a couple of years. Because Caledon's a mess.
We'll
Anyway.
find a way.
Yeah.
Eventually.
So anyway, yeah. That info dump is essentially kind of what Lyra tells you, Ash, what's going on up there. And to paraphrase, well, that would explain why you're on the run, and why, well, you might have people looking for you or not looking for you. Things are very chaotic up there.
Yeah. As they always are.
Have you ever considered trying to clear your name, or is that something you've given up hope on for now?
Well, there isn't any evidence that I didn't do it. And they're not going to take my word for it.
Well, if you do have solid evidence, maybe it's worth a try, trying to clear your name again. Things are changing up there, and if you have proof, it might be able to speed your case along.
It's a long shot for that. But I haven't given up.
Well, as long as you haven't given up yet. You seem to have an interesting group of friends. And the people that you hang around, you seem well connected. I have no doubt that you'll be able to find a solution eventually. You never know.
One can hope.
Do you still have family in Caledon? You've been away for so long, you said.
I do. I write them letters from time to time.
Oh, do you? Well, that's good then. You still have some connection. Do they believe you're innocent, or do they believe you're guilty?
From the looks of things, I think they have faith that I didn't do it.
I see. It must be hard for them. being the family of an accused murderer. I've heard the kind of things people do and say to families of even accused criminals. Must be hard.
To everyone else, it's as if I betrayed my friends. And sometimes I feel like I did as well.
Oh? Why is that?
Because I wasn't there.
Well, can you honestly say that you blame yourself for that?
Slightly.
Well, I think you'll probably always feel that way to some degree. But you can't blame yourself entirely forever, you know.
Somebody's at fault. And it's either me or a ghost.
Lyra smirks a little and stares at you. Well, clearly it can't be you then. You don't really seem like the type with a killer instinct. The kind of person that would turn on their friends without reason. You seem nice enough.
Really? With this face?
She smiles and reaches out to try and pinch your cheeks. Do you let her?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's definitely not the face of a killer. You might look a little grumpy, but trust me, I can tell. I've been performing for a while. I can tell when someone is putting on an act.
And how am I holding up?
I think I will have her roll. Let's see. An insight. How good is her perception?
Identity.
What is her perception?
25.
What is your deception?
Mine is, let's see, deception.
What's the modifier?
Let me look for it. Where are my thingies at?
It says +9 on his sheet.
Yeah, so she beats it handily. All right, so you tell me how he's holding up.
He'd be like right in the middle.
All
Right in the middle
right.
of good, right, staying strong, and then, you know, on fringes.
So Lyra will let go of your cheek and stand straight up. She's taller than you. She's like almost almost 6 foot. She's tall.
Small boy.
Yeah.
That's like 4 inches taller than him. That is tall.
Let's see. From my experience, I can see that you're doing okay. Not well, but okay. It's like a mirror, you know. It seems fine when you look into it, but look a little deeper and you can see the wear and tear, the cracks. Eventually, everyone breaks. Everyone has their breaking point. You need to figure out what you need to do before you hit yours. I've seen a lot of tortured souls who've bottled things up for a long time. It never ends well. And I would hate to see it happen to someone like you.
Someone like me.
Yes, someone like you. Someone who was probably nice, normal once upon a time, but circumstances changed and you were forced to change with it. You have... She purses her lips and stares at you thoughtfully. A lot of pain, a lot of regrets, a lot of things you're holding on to. But regardless of what experiences you've had, don't let them drag you down or hold you back. Because if you let them, you won't ever be able to move forward with your life. If you're always feeling guilty, whether it's true or not, you'll always feel some measure of guilt, but to let that dominate you, that will be what ruins your life rather than whether or not you're actually guilty.
I'll try to keep that in mind.
Now, I hope you don't mind me saying this. I don't know what your old friends were like, but I don't think they would want you feeling guilty forever. So, you've got a lot of thinking to do, I think, about what you want to do with your life going forward. If you have proof of your innocence, well, I think you should do something with that and get started on a new chapter of your life instead of living in... She waves her hand in circles at you. Whatever this is. Not that you're a sad sack or anything. I don't mean to cause offense. Just... you seem to have a lot of baggage. It's noticeable.
He sort of chuckles. Oh, been told that before, I guess. Quite a heavy load for others, I assume.
Well, you do seem like the kind of person that needs reminding. Not that it's a bad thing, but I think it's a bad habit you ought to try and shake off at some point.
Try to be better at that.
She smiles a little bit and nods, and then tilts her head towards the cabin where she assumes the rest of your party is. Now Now then, that wasn't so hard, was it? If you can be honest with a complete stranger like me, sharing your pain and trauma like this, I'm sure it might help sharing it with others. Things like this are difficult to bear alone. I know from experience with Vivian that talking to people sometimes helps, even if they're complete strangers. Sometimes a stranger won't judge you, and sometimes even if they do, well, sometimes you're not ever going to see them again, so what does it matter?
You know, I think about it. My boss had ways of getting rid of people who knew.
My, that's ominous. I shouldn't be worried, should I?
You're fine.
All right, if you say so.
And then I believe there's no threat of you knowing, unless you like money.
What do you take me for, Now that I'm slightly offended by.
I think you're kind.
She flashes you a wink. No, I try to be. When you're an experienced performer like I am, it's sort of like being a bartender. Complete strangers will often confide in you their sob stories or their dreams without much prompting. And all I really do is listen. Just listen. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, thanks for listening to me. And I do owe you a bunch. You and your friends.
I'm happy to help, and I know the others are as well. But it's not like you don't have your own group of friends, glances back towards the cabin, to help you through things. I don't know how long you've known them for, but they seem like a good bunch.
2.5 weeks? Who knows?
That's better than nothing. And she glances back towards the house and nods to you. Well, now that you've gotten all of that off of your chest, do you feel better?
Slightly. More calm than I usually am.
Good, good. That's very good. Now then, it's getting a little late. If you're hungry, well, I'm sure there's still food in the house for you all, if you want. As for me, I think I'm going to sit around outside for a while. I've got an idea for a new song.
I'll leave it to it.
All right then. Have a good night.
He'll start to turn away and then stops and says, it's Damon, by the way.
Well, just as she's about to head back to the house, she stops as well. Ah, Damon, is it? All right then. Just a little secret between us then. No one else will have to know unless you decide to tell. And then she starts heading back through the garage.
I'll go back to cabin.
Ash lore dump, but none of you guys saw that.
Trey saw it.
Yeah, I forgot to ask, how thin are the walls?
It's wood. Thick wood.
My guy, I live in the city. What is wood?
Hmm.
What is a wood?
What is the wood?
So yeah, I don't think they would have been within earshot. I think Trey would have been like literally the only witness.
Yeah, I mean, plus also, this was happening while we were talking.
Yeah, this was happening while you guys were making battle plans.
Probably comes in while Clue is still just incredulous that Doc just keeps a literal poison just loose in his pockets. Enough that he can forget that they're in there.
These spacious pockets are big, okay?
What are y'all on about?
We're making battle plans while you disappeared.
Yeah, apparently the Doc keeps, keeps like some kind of lethargic poison and it just loose in his pocket.
It could be
Anyway,
helpful.
where were you? Did you get food or something?
I came back to tell you that they did have food if you wanted to join them.
Oh, that's good to hear. Fuck, I forgot to eat breakfast today again. Ignore that. It's like what, 10 now?
Yeah, it's like 10 now.
Then, do you want to head over there?
Yeah. All right.
You better get something while you can.
All right. Come on, mate. Let's get some food. Anyone else? Anyone else getting anything?
I'll be right behind you.
Would these two get anything?
I think they would probably. Well, Duncan for sure. Cumaenos, I have no idea.
I could.
Doc wouldn't.
Fuck. Does Cumaenos eat? We know he
He's-
drinks.
So, Doc, I think we discussed this like one of the previous sessions. Doc is the kind of flesh warp that does not need to eat or drink. Cumaenos is. So Cumaenos does need to consume things for sustenance. It's just you never see him doing that aside from the juice box.
1 second. It's Foundry's being annoying right now.
You gotta do a diagonal. There you
There
go.
we go. Also, trying to drag both crew and mate at the same time can be a bit.
So, while you guys are heading out the door and Doc is kind of hanging around behind Trey, we'll actually glance to Doc. We'll wait for the others to be out of earshot before
Walk, walk,
Uh,
walk, walk.
addressing Doc. You know, you could stand to learn a thing or two from the ladies around here. They actually know how to hold a conversation and get information out of people without, stares at you pointedly, doing whatever you do to get people's secrets out. Because, that's not gone very well for you, has it? How many times have you been punched or slapped or beaten up because you decided to eat somebody to get a glimpse into whatever fucked up drama they've got going on in their lives?
I'll have you know that not all of them were caught because of that.
Well, yes, but still, like, you see Trey essentially face palm while he's in ghost form. Okay. I think it's pretty clear by now that you have zero social skills. I mean, you're getting better, like marginally better, but the fact of the matter is no one really wants to tell you anything. Whenever you try to ask somebody about themselves, it's like pulling teeth. Nobody likes
See.
going to the dentist, okay?
Yeah. So you're saying that I should probably hang out with the girls more and learn their social skills, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Wow. Maybe I'll do just that then.
Yeah,
I
because
probably
you're
need it anyways.
yeah, because your grouchy sulky buddy just totally poured his heart out to the pretty violinist out there. Completely
did?
unprompted, by the way. She didn't have to ask for much.
That is very unusual, considering who he is. You serious about this? He did that?
Yes, I'm serious. I saw them standing outside talking.
Well, And he still doesn't feel that comfortable talking to us about it.
Blank stare. Gee, I wonder why he wouldn't feel comfortable talking to any of you about his problems.
Yeah, I see the logic there.
You fuckers are so damn secretive. It's like, it's harder than trying to blow open a safe, okay?
Look, I revealed my secrets and I got punched in the face.
Yes, well, I mean, look at you. I'm dead and I want to punch you.
Well, if you really wanted to, there's some ghost oil lying around probably somewhere.
Ha ha, very funny. Fuck you.
But yes, I see your logic. I'll go out and do some stuff, I guess. Instead of sulking in here.
Trey reverts to his wisp form.
Chris,
Follows out. He has now become social interaction coach. Which is really funny.
I mean, there's something poetic about it, you know, an artificial being teaching another artificial being how to talk. I'm sure there's some poetry somewhere.
There probably is. I wouldn't know anything about that, though. Hehe.
Alrighty, while Doc is making his way towards
Wait,
the
one
house.
second, is this the same day as the diner?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, it
yeah,
is.
so Crew did have breakfast today.
It's been the longest of long days.
Yeah, God, this day really has felt like, what, 6 weeks?
Yeah, something like that. Whatever, it's how it turns out. Alright, so yeah, while Doc is making his way into the farmhouse, the rest of the Sirens are already seated around the table digging in. It's late. They're having a late dinner. But, they're talking, eating. Desiree is just weaving back and forth between the kitchen and the table, bringing stuff. Because, hey, as the host, she's got stuck with that job.
I won't lie, I didn't realize that's what's happening, so I think Crew didn't realize either, so he's going to, like, serve himself some food from the kitchen.
It's fine. And while Crew's doing that, Desiree, like with her arms ladled with dishes, will stare at you.
I mean, he's not just gonna take. He's gonna like. He's looking around, just like, what's here? Name every bit of food, every ingredient. What's the sodium level of the sandwiches?
22.
Hi. If you've ever had any Southern cooking,
I have not.
Southern cooking is very, very hearty, rich, very rich tasting. But it's
From what I
very
heard of,
much not
it's
good for you. It's a lot of
From what I heard,
butter.
it's a lot of like fried stuff. Yeah,
A
like
lot of fried stuff, a lot of butter, a lot of salt.
You ever heard of a Cracker Barrel? It's like that.
Yeah.
heard of, never been.
I've been there many times.
Pretty good.
Just other thing.
The only barrel I know is how much barrel of laughs I am.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It was bad. That was bad. That was just bad. Anyway, yeah. Desiree stare at Crew. You know that you could sit down at the table too if you wanted, right?
Well, I have to get the food first, right?
Oh, okay. I mean, as long as you're not just gonna stand there all night.
Yeah,
Might
yeah.
get uncomfortable.
I'm just looking, you know. This all looks great. Just gonna, yeah. For once, Crew has had breakfast today, so he's not gonna grab as much as he normally would. I feel sad after saying that.
I guess for Crew, it's been a while since he's actually had a real home-cooked meal.
Yeah, probably. It's definitely been years for. I mean, he might have like. No, I don't think it would have been as long because he would have like, at some point went like home to visit his family, but it's definitely been a few years, or a couple years, not a few years. Couple, or quickly, are you guys people that believe couple is smaller than few, or few is smaller than a couple?
Couple is
I believe
smaller
couple
than
is
few.
smaller than a few, yeah.
Okay, good to know
Because
that you two are right.
Few is more than two.
Yeah, a couple is like
Two.
It's
a
two.
couple is like 2 or 3. Like it, definition-wise 2, but it's like colloquially 2 or 3.
Mhm.
Anyway, where was I? Yeah, it's been a couple years, so he's just gonna grab a lot, and I think just grab some kind of drink for Mate to hold, so that not to drink to hold, so that he doesn't feel left out, and Mate will have his own seat.
Alright.
Well, actually, how many people are there? The doc's coming in, or let's see here. No, yeah, there's enough space for the doc to have a seat and Mate to have a seat. Now to look around all the map assets and see what they have.
Wow.
What is that, a pumpkin?
Yeah.
That's a pumpkin.
Yeah, it's a pumpkin. They grow pumpkins here.
I don't believe that. I'm gonna sense motive on the pumpkin.
A pumpkin does not have a motive to sense.
Not if it's not a pumpkin.
Feed it an apple.
Oh god.
Feed it a golden apple.
Oh god, what if... Oh god, what if you like... Because, you know, there are fruits that like... There are like plants that like feed off the nutrients of other fruits, or like other plants.
Yeah, parasitic.
What if you use the goddamn gaffle as like compost?
Synthesize apple for pumpkin.
Alrighty, what are you guys doing?
Genetically modified apple.
What are you guys doing at the dinner table?
No, it'd be aptly modified organism.
Well, first off, Doc comes in awkwardly.
You awkwardly walk in.
Like he
Doc,
always
you
does.
good? Why are you like hunched over?
Here, I'll sit over here so that, like, the people that want to punch you don't have to look at you.
You don't have to say that part out loud.
Mate's just gonna like pat the seat next to him.
I want to be like that.
What?
Is it shift or space?
Shift.
Someone do it
So-
for me, because I got.
I got you.
Thank you.
So, Doc, as soon as you sit down at the table, Summer over here side eyes you, but she just continues eating grumpily, not saying a word.
Good night to you too.
So, hello.
Oh, don't mind her. She's still grumpy from this morning. You realize very, very quickly that this is her default mood.
I see.
It's refreshing.
Wow, yeah, that was all just a day ago. You ever have those days that it feels like over a month?
Sometimes.
Happens to us often, yeah.
Nope, can't relate. I have no idea what you're talking about. And continues eating.
Charming.
It's very charming.
Really.
Vivian over here is. She seems to have finished eating, and she's just sitting there drinking a cup of tea, and just idly watching the rest of you. So, do your group have any plans for the coming days?
So we do.
Yes.
Not your conventional day plan, though.
You know, just our usual operation of getting into trouble.
Unfortunately, nothing less dangerous than yesterday.
Oh, lovely.
Emphasis on the unfortunately.
Vivian sighs. Oh, lovely. I'm sure that will go over extremely well. We were intending to resume our tournament activities starting tomorrow, but, Lyra thinks it's better to lie low for at least another day or two before we start competing again.
And after the competition, are you going to resume your performances?
Lyra nods. Yes, of course, why not? Once all of the attention is gone from the tournament stage, people's attention will want to be directed elsewhere, and we can resume our normal performances.
I see. Because I know there's been some wild performances going on during tournament season.
I heard people have been leaving that actually feeling sick.
Lyra nods. Actually, now that you mention it, yes, that has been happening a lot more lately. From what I hear, there's been some musician from out of town. I don't know if he's an errant or not, but he's been performing at a lot of errant venues, places that draw very large crowds. Gets the audience hyped up, I think. It makes them more excited. But I've heard that his performances have not gone without any incidents.
The can't remember if Ash was there when they were talking about the Metalmancer.
I
was there,
I
yeah.
think
You
that
were.
was before you left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was before you left.
Yeah, right when you left was when we started talking about getting to the how we'd actually take care of if there's anyone in the truck.
The Metalmancer ring any bells?
Ah, indeed, it does. That's the name that I've been hearing over and over in the crowd every so often over the past week or two. I've heard his name before then, but a lot more sporadic. I don't know. I honestly can't remember the first time I heard it. But his music is hit or miss, from what I've heard.
It's not your cup of tea.
Oh, you see the type of music I perform. I'm more of a classical girl, if you get my meaning.
Alright. Well, in any case, that's our target.
Vivian smirks across the table to the rest of you. Oh, not a fan of heavy metal, are you?
Well, not when we're pretty sure we know that the people leaving sick are that's the goal for him.
You remember those sonic amps?
The orb-looking things.
The Sirens all nod.
Those things gave eerily similar effects if you think about it.
Lyra thinks about it further. Ah, I see. So, it's seeming more and more that all of these problems are interconnected, you think?
That's what my mind tells me. Yes.
Certainly seems so.
Vivian will look vaguely impressed. Awfully virtuous of you. You lot would make fine knights back in Albion. She smiles at Borson and pats him on the shoulder.
I think I'll just stick to being a private investigator.
Desiree will look a little perplexed and stares. Private investigator? I thought you were a doctor.
I do both.
And an errand is
It's a hobbyist.
Blank stares from the Sirens.
Yeah, I know, I do a lot.
Man of many trades.
Oh, okay.
My work's complex in that rescue contracts, they come a lot often.
Anyway, thanks for the compliment.
At a moment, you ruined it.
yep.
Darn it.
It's just quote unquote sipping his cup of tea. I say quote unquote, but because he's just sort of trying to lift it. But it's hard to do that with cork. Because Croux didn't take that off him. Why would he?
Desiree will notice what Mate's doing and glance over. Does your robot want a sippy cup or something? I'm sure we have one somewhere. Or a straw?
I've yet to actually give him a way to really eat or drink up. Who's gonna say this in a bit of a hushed whisper? He feels left out though when he doesn't have anything in front of him, so I tend to just get him a drink.
Desiree leans forward and like halfway over the table to try and whisper to you, but like everyone can hear it. Oh, so you mean you're doing like the pretend thing, right? Make him feel like he's included, yeah?
Yeah, basically. I mean, maybe one day he'll actually be able to, eat. But well, right now he's happy enough with what he's got, and yeah, just starts I forget. Starts to just pat Mate on the head. Absent-mindedly, that's the word.
Oh wow, that is so smart. Oh yeah, like I said, the other girls are staying with me for, I guess, the next couple of days. Glances to the rest of her team uncertainly. Yeah, next couple of days, I guess. So we'll be holed up here, and you guys, like I said, you guys can stay however long you like.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll do our best to not be too big, too much of a problem here.
Yeah. How does she react to that?
How does who react
Summer.
to that?
Summer.
Oh. She eyes all of you kind of dubiously, like she doesn't really buy that you're not going to be troublemakers.
Hey, Croux said he's gonna try his best. He never said that nothing's gonna happen. He's made his peace with the position life gave him.
She glares. You guys do whatever the hell you want. Just try not to get us dragged in again. Such a pain.
Was our first concern when we decided to talk to y'all. I'm sorry it went a little haywire.
The immediate apology actually surprises her. And she's left fumbling for words for a little bit.
It was our idea to start with, so it's on us.
Okay, fine. You get a pass. You apologize. I'm not gonna keep blaming you for all this.
Well, you would be right to.
Well, as long as you guys are being mindful, and Lyra and Desiree are okay with all this, the other two nod, I guess it's fine.
Oh, I appreciate it. You happen to like guns, right?
At the mention of guns, her mood immediately shifts. Oh yeah, of course I like guns. Who doesn't like guns?
Well, I was supposed to give this to Croux when the bullets ran out. But I guess it's a better gift for an apology for y'all. And go through his bag and pull out the SMG from the
Oh my
robot.
God.
Crew
The
just
band SMG.
just full mouth wide open.
So, how are you? Are you just passing it across the table?
He'll lay it on the table. He won't pass it over the table.
So you lay it on the table. It makes a loud thud on the table and rattles dishes and silverware. And Lyra, again, her expression doesn't really change much. Her eyes go wide and her eyebrows lift. Desiree looks appalled that you've put a gun on the table. And Summer seems very, very astonished by the appearance of this weapon.
Crew's just gonna make sure, is the safety on?
Yes, he's not gonna put it in his bag and not like, you know.
Yeah, okay.
He knows etiquette.
You gotta make sure.
Summer looks
Isn't that an old
astonished.
weapon from a mech robot?
Yep.
Yeah, Summer looks astonished. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where did you get this baby? Hello. And she immediately pulls it across the table and starts fiddling with it and turning it over in her hands.
Did you just have that in your bag this whole time?
Yeah.
He's had it for a while.
I even used it.
And while you guys are talking to each other, she's just, checking the chamber, making sure it's empty, dropping the magazines, looking down the barrels and everything. She knows how to handle firearms. She's very good, and she looks suitably impressed. Ooh, I like this baby. Not quite much like my gun, but I can make this work, I think. Just continues fiddling with it. She completely nerds out. The same way Croux nerds out, she is nerding out right now. She is completely absorbed in the gun.
Hope it's suitable gift for an apology.
She nods absently. It's like, yeah, this is good. This is very good. And Vivian side eyes her teammate sipping her tea. Now she is never going to shut up about it. Thank you for that, by the way.
I don't think we saw this coming.
Desiree glances over worriedly at Summer. Hey, Summer. Summer, could you not do that at the table, please? If you're gonna do that, go to the garage or something. I don't think anyone wants a barrel pointed in their face. And Summer's just like, yeah, I know. I'm going. I'm gonna go. And she immediately leaves the table and starts dragging the gun with her.
The gun's huge because it was off a construct, right?
Yeah, she doesn't hear you. She's gone.
That's a big gun.
Why do I get the feeling this isn't the first time something like that happened?
You hear an entire chorus of no's.
Charming.
The woman likes her guns. She's a tinkerer. So anytime she gets something new, she just has to take it apart.
She better not take apart my gun.
Well, don't show it to her.
Pretty sure Crew already did. This morning.
You have
yesterday.
Or yesterday, yeah.
You have no idea how happy you just made her.
Well, I hope it puts us in more of a good standing.
Oh, with her definitely. With the rest of us, you were already in good standing.
So, good to know.
Sorry about table, I just got super distracted. The sky is purple.
It's purple.
like fully purple right now. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Could be in the air, like dust or whatever.
Strange.
Maybe. It's pretty pretty though. It is. It's like just a solid sheet of purple,
Anyway.
like a light purple.
Anyway, Desiree will finish setting the food out or what's left for you, and she'll dust herself off. Alrighty, unless you guys need me for anything or have any more questions, I'm gonna go tidy up or something. It's getting late. Feel free to help yourself to whatever. The fridge is yours to raid if you want to. Just try not to eat everything. I haven't gone shopping yet, so... yeah, I have to do that.
We'll be mindful.
Okay, well, if I don't see you soon, I guess this is good night.
Good
So yeah,
night.
Crew's gonna turn to a piece. You heard that, right? No stealing too much food. Got that?
Raven immediately says, "Steal food."
Raven goes, "Oh, no food? Okay, no stealing."
Everyone hears that.
Alright, is there anything else you guys would like to do or talk with the
Oh,
Sirens about?
none of them say anything about the talking raven.
I think they've already kind of established that
bird talks.
it's weird. Plus, we're also coming up on time, and I got stuff I need to do like real soon.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's nearly 5.
So yeah, might have to wrap up soon.
Anything else you guys would like to do or talk to with the Sirens or discuss?
That's pretty much it for me. I don't know if Ash has anything.
Dance lessons for after the raid.
Dance lessons are after the raid.
Alrighty.
That's about it.
No, that can be arranged.
Nothing comes to mind.
Alright, I think this is a good place to stop for today, because definitely can't do the heist now. So I'll move it to next session. But this is good.
And Carhas didn't show up.
Yeah, Carhas didn't show up. He got held up. Bleh. It's fine.
I mean, honestly, I think it's better that way. We just had some nice RP, and now we can actually. We've been saying it for the past 3 sessions. We can starting the raids in the next session.
It's just the way things have worked out. It's whatever. Because I try to stop at appropriate points so I don't get or end up going way over time. Because I try to limit myself to 3 hours.
The only thing is that Chris is coming, so there's going to be a lot of session gaps.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I expected this. So, session will happen when it happens.
You got a lot of lore in, though. That's good.
You had a lot of lore in which nobody else heard. So,
Doc already knows all the lore anyways.
Doc already knows, but, it's just your character development. Yay, woo.
I just still find it funny that Crew accused Ash of killing someone, fully not knowing the circumstances.
Innocently insensitive. Alrighty.
Man.
I'm gonna call it here for today. Thank you guys for playing today. Even though there were only 3 of you, I'm still happy we got to do something, and it's still
Yay.
meaningful.
Thank you for running.
So I will catch you guys next time.